In the name of the source, the Word, and the Spirit. Amen. Well, I think I'm going to date myself right now, but I was a Star Trekkie. How many are Star Trekkies? Oh, look at the young ones over here. I love that. Hey, I'm not feeling so bad right now. But there was one episode that Captain James T. Kirk, who I was madly in love with, went to a foreign, planet, and he encountered these aliens that were superior to us Earthlings. And these aliens really kind of wanted to learn more about humankind. And when they were interviewing, their prisoner, basically, the whole crew of prison, they found out that we don't know the future. And they were just dumbfounded. How do you live? How do you get by in the day? How do you get up in the morning when you don't know the future? And of course, James T. Kirk goes into this big, wonderful speech about how it's human and it's wonderful because we don't know the future. Our past forms our future. Everything is relevant. And basically, it says it forms us. Think about today where you were born. What was the geopolitical situation where you were born? What is your DNA? What are your ancestors? What language? What culture that formed your past when you came into this world without your choosing? We have a past, but we don't know our future. So what does that have to do with anything here this morning? Well, I started looking at Jacob. In our Old Testament, he's running away from a lot of things. He's got a very sordid past. He was born the second of a twin. He robs his brother of his birthright with a cup of soup and all kinds of shenanigans. He, falls in love with a woman, but he can't have her, and he gets under this father-in-law that kind of cheats him out of a wife, and then finally he gets the wife he wants. He hears his brother is after him, so he's running. He's got major flocks of sheep and goats. He's got this past. And what he's running from is the future. And we all kind of come into these doors with a past. Everyone gathered around Jesus on that morning with a past. Under Roman occupation, under sordid conditions, they left their villages and their towns because this one teacher, this one rabbi, this one rabble-rouser, this one guy who kept changing the story that made up their faith, he was challenging the authority. They wanted to go hear him. Excuse me, because their past, they knew, but they were looking to the future. And for that one afternoon, no one said, hey, we have to perform. Hey, we have to scroll. Hey, we have to make sure that we're keeping up with influencing people. No one had to worry about war at that moment. No one was worried really about food. People came from near and far to be healed, to be finding out what this one man had to say. And it became night, and of course, all of a sudden, the disciples are like, enough is enough, Jesus. It's about us. We're hungry. We're tired. We've been with you. Can you hear it? Let's go. Send him away. For the love of God, aren't we doing enough for you? And Jesus says, no. What do you got here? Let's gather up. He gathers up all the bread, the fish, and blesses, and there's enough. Now, I could go on and on about telling you, there's enough for you. Don't worry, Jesus gives you an abundant life. Just think about what you can pray for and trust in Jesus. But many of us come here today, and that's not enough. I think the puzzling thing about the story, and the wonderful part I like, is that there was enough, but they gathered up extra. There was fragments of bread, 12 baskets. And Jesus says, take them with us. Was he worried about them fighting over it? Was he thinking, 12 baskets, 12 disciples? Or was Jesus saying, you've had enough, and I'm going to take your fragments with me. Embody them. Jesus was giving us a pre-Eucharist. I'm going to take the fragment of your lives. I'm going to take that with me because you've come here today with all your DNA and all the Roman Empire and everything going on in your life. You've been fed abundantly through me. Take this with you, that you've been blessed, that you've been healed. And I'm going to gather up the fragments, take them with me. And every Sunday morning we come here and we bring our fragments, our lives, our concerns, our hope shattered, our loved one gone, how we have to get up in the morning and tackle the day. How are we going to pay the bills? What's going to happen with the wars? What's going to happen in our geopolitical situation? And we come to this table, we break bread together, and we taste and eat. We bring the Eucharist to us to be fed every Sunday. 2,000 years later, the story doesn't stop. Because Jesus is telling us to come to the table. I will feed you. I will give you rest. Bring everything to that table that you have out there, that you're carrying, because I will feed you. There will be leftover, but know that I go with you. I will take your pain. I will take your things that you're concerned about. And I will redeem them through the bread and the wine. It's a profound story when you think about it. That 2,000 years later, we come to a table, we get fed, and then we're sent away filled. Something to talk about out there in the streets, people. Come to the table every Sunday and be filled. Amen.